Welcome back to JB Sports. I'm your host here, John the Burden, and today is the day that the Chiefs dynasty is most likely over. Super Bowl has been won by the Philadelphia Eagles. This is my reaction to it. So, first things first, that game did not play out how I thought it was going to play. I thought it was going to be close, and I did have the Chiefs winning, but not by a lot. I thought it was going to be close, but the Chiefs were going to win it. By far was I wrong because from the gate, the Eagles were dominating. First drive, touchdown. Second, stopped. Next one, field goal, I believe. Next points they get, it was off a pick six by Cooper DeJean. Like, from the get go, they were going. And then at one point, there was a graphic of the first downs for Eagles and plays by Chiefs, and it was 10 first downs for the Eagles and 10 offensive plays by the Chiefs. So it was insane. You had, I think the score was 24-3 at the end of the first half. Yeah, first half was just complete domination. Two picks by Patrick Mahomes. You had a touchdown by AJ Brown. Um, it was absolutely insane. Cooper DeJean with the pick six. Travis Kelce was not there at all. I mean, I've been saying it for months now that Travis Kelce is definitely aging out of his prime, which he's been doing because you can consistently see the numbers going down. But it was looking really bad. DeAndre Hopkins wasn't doing anything. I think Xavier Worthy scored two touchdowns, but by the end, so you could say Xavier Worthy was the best, but the only person who got like a first, like the best play in the first half really was just no. The first half it was a shutout. Still, the first half the Chiefs didn't score, but the best play had to be a almost first down to Juju Smith-Schuster. That was the best play of the first half for the Chiefs because defensively they were getting destroyed. The tush push was the first touchdown of the game. Uh, just the whole game was complete domination. First half, they they just got dominated. The Eagles were doing anything they wanted to the Chiefs offensively, defensively. Patrick Mahomes was looking absolutely awful. Two picks. So it was not looking good. Then second half, straight out the gate, just domination again. Eagles defense putting down the hammer. They were smacking everything down. They just kept scoring and scoring. I will say, beginning of the game, big play. Jahan Dotson, as much as I miss him and loved him with his times in the Commanders and talked a little bad at the end, which I apologize for. I am happy he won, and former Commanders player KJ Henry, who's been on their practice squad, I think, for 3 weeks, maybe onto the roster for 3 weeks. Hasn't done much, but congrats, man, you're a champ. But glad for those two guys, former Commanders players, especially Jahan. I miss Jahan. But yeah, it was straight belt to the whole game. It didn't get to the fourth quarter, I believe, till the Chiefs got their first drive where they were over the 50-yard line. You know how insane that is? Literally, I think the first half was the worst performance by any team in Super Bowl history. I do not care. You could say the Patriots did worse, but getting shut out first half was absolutely insane. Yeah, so overall, all I can say is congratulations to the Eagles. I think that you guys have a spectacular roster. As much as being a Commanders fan, I don't like the Eagles winning. I have to give them props. They beat us fair and square. The refs had basically no play in this game for any team. They whooped on the Chiefs fair and square too. So at the end of the day, I can just give my congratulations. But wow, it's what you need to think about the Chiefs is their O line. Like we've been talking about it all year, how their O line, that one lineman could get away with stuff. They didn't call it. He wasn't jumping off sides this game, and you can see how bad the Chiefs' line was. It was absolutely terrible. I mean, as much as like I want to say Patrick Mahomes played terrible because he really did till the end. I mean, some of it's on the O line, some of it's on him, but like it's just insane because all year people were like, "Oh, you guys are just mad because the Chiefs are just too good." No, we're saying it because they got lucky and because they're not actually that good, and the refs might have helped them a bit. Then, funny thing is, you see, I believe Roger Goodall was asked like what he thought about the allegations of the refs helping the Chiefs win in any sort, and he said that it was absolutely, what was it? I know the refs say that it was they were like disgusted that anyone thought that, but he said it was like stupid or whatever. And then next game after they got the ass that the refs were pretty fair. I mean, the one AJ Brown call, yeah, it could go 50-50. Some of the other calls, I mean, the Nick Bolton call, a little. I mean, let them play on because it is the Super Bowl, so maybe just let them play it out. But overall, it was pretty clean throughout the game. It was clean, no stupid fouls, just straight domination by the Eagles. Chiefs, hard to look at their team. Wide receiver Xavier Worthy is their bright spot. DeAndre Hopkins did not do anything. Hollywood Brown did not do anything. Like no one did anything for them. Next thing you know, offensive line, they need to fix that whole thing. They need to fix that entire line because it was terrible. Tight end, their backup isn't bad, but I don't know if they have an elite tight end, especially because Travis Kelsey is not what he used to be anymore. Then you have defense. Their corners were getting burnt all game. Their line actually, defensive line did very good at stopping Saquon. That is one thing I need to highlight. Saquon Barkley did get completely like almost shut out at the running. I think he had like maybe 50 to 60 yards, something like that. He did get really shut down, but their their DBs looked worse than Washington, which is very hard to say with how we performed in the playoffs, so cornerback wise. It was people didn't even think we were going to be there, but that's for another episode. But yeah, their defensive line, Jones looks like he got hurt. Looked like he hurt his neck on the first tush push, so that hurt him the whole game. Karlaftis, he didn't do much. I mean, they were getting to Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts was just getting out of it, and Saquon was having some good blocks. So Saquon might have not been like the most for yards, but he was blocking well and he was getting people open really. So Saquon did still help a lot, just not like on the yard wise. And it's just Chiefs were just boxed. They defensively they couldn't stop him the whole like first half. Defensively, they just boxed the Chiefs up. Patrick Mahomes couldn't do anything. Travis Kelsey. I mean, a lot of times they did drop the ball, but if if I'm comparing this to a Super Bowl, you kind of have to think about the Super Bowl between Tampa and the Chiefs when Tom Brady and the Buccaneers whooped on Patrick Mahomes and his Chiefs a while back. That one is pretty big. I mean, other ones, I guess you could say Seahawks Broncos when the Seahawks absolutely whooped on Peyton Manning and the Broncos, that type of thing there. The one big comparison I have though is everyone was bringing up the time like at halftime when it started. All the Chiefs fans like, listen, we got Patrick Mahomes. He's the next Tom Brady. He's the next goat. They're gonna put Tom Brady. They're gonna have that Tom Brady moment where they come back 28-3. Guess what? Eagles didn't let that happen. The way the Eagles and Chiefs game ended is how the Patriots and Falcons game should have gone. And sorry, Falcons, for me throwing a stray at you, but I have to put it out there. The way that game went is the way the Falcons and Patriots game should have ended. That's how you want to won the Super Bowl. But I just brought it up one because Tom Brady was commentating, so he was on the mind, and it was funny to think of that and to I don't know just Super Bowls in general. But yeah, those are some comparisons for the Super Bowls. I I will say at the end, Patrick Mahomes made some good plays, but it took them to the fourth quarter, like I said, to get past the 50-yard line. So by that time, it was already done. The Eagles players were doing the Gatorade dump 3 minutes left in the game. They already knew the game was packed up, and they already knew they packed up the Chiefs. So overall, big things about the game. One, belt the butt, like I said. Um, Chiefs, they gotta look at their roster, especially after seeing, like I said, looks like the refs didn't help them. Even though the refs literally, I feel like a lot of people, everybody knew the Chiefs were kind of getting help from the refs. This game, It looked like the rest calls were even 50-50, and you saw what happened. Again, the Eagles have a spectacular roster, so it was it was, you know, it is kind of hard to play them. I mean, Commanders lost to them, but overall, Chiefs. The way the fans were talking about the Chiefs, the way the NFL were talking about the Chiefs, it shouldn't have mattered. They should have also won. I did say the Chiefs would win, but the reason I said that was because of the refs. So I still got it wrong, and I apologize, Eagles fans, especially my friends. But you guys did it. You guys won, and you guys are now two-time Super Bowl champions, which is great for you guys. Still not three-time Super Bowl champions like my Washington Commanders, but you did beat us to get there. But the rivalry will grow bigger and stronger, and hopefully the Philadelphia Eagles fans stay safe and the city does not get burnt to the ground like last time. Thank you guys for watching my Super Bowl reaction recap. I appreciate it. Well, we're waiting for next year now. We're moving on to it. I'll be doing spring football. I didn't know if I was going to do it or not, but it just seems like a lot of fun just to mess around with. So keep posted for that. But mostly NBA will be after this. But starting a new slate, especially for the Commanders. And thank you. Subscribe.